Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison predicts AI surveillance will be part of our everyday lives in the future. During a recent Oracle Q&A, Ellison said AI will soon play a major role in monitoring society through a vast network of interconnected cameras, including security systems, police body cams, and vehicle dash cams.
Everyone would see it. Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Ellison's vision is for AI to analyze data from this network of cameras in real time in an attempt to prevent crime while also tracking and influencing public behavior for a safer society. However, the idea raises serious privacy concerns. Critics argue it could lead to a surveillance state with constant monitoring infringing on personal privacy rights.
Well, Pearson, why are you running this? Everybody kind of knows in all big countries that this is the trend and this is the future. Matter of fact, Trump just had his second meeting with all the tech people a few weeks ago, with all the folks gathering around the big King Arthur table. Even Bill Gates was there. Why are you running this article, Pearson? Well, you know, it's October 7th, 2025. And happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. 2 more days I have a birthday. Thank you guys for all the well wishes. I told myself, you know, I heard a few days ago that Mr. Larry Ellison is now associated with Twitter. No, TikTok, Pearson. Larry Ellison is now associated with TikTok. And that Trump is like, this is just the man to do this merger. People, we are here. 666 is real. 1984, George Orwell is all here. All those things we heard about, thought about, pictured in the movies, heard from other people in foreign lands. Eddie Murphy coming to America. It's not a bride that you want, though. You got cameras on everybody. And they craft it, they sell it in that it's all good for you. It's for your protection. You really do need this instrument. But you know and I know that somewhere in the halls of time there was a beautiful angel named Lucifer who transformed into Satan after he said, I want to be like the Most High. That was a thought. So he convinced a third of the angels to go to work and try to overthrow God. No. It didn't work, so God hurled him down here like lightning. Made God awfully mad if he had to utilize it as lightning, right? But he never gave up his quest. Satan never gave up his quest. You see, it's like, I want to be omnipotent, omniscient, and I want to be like God. Everywhere, all seeing, all powerful. The 3 O's, you know how it go. And now we're here. And under number 47's leadership, go ahead, Larry Ellison. Hook that thing up. Hook it up. I want to show you guys something because I was out trying to relax, trying to celebrate my birthday this week. I'm by myself. It's kind of depressing, but hey, I'm dealing with it. And a thought went through my mind. Pearson, you need to look at Larry Ellison through the lens of George Orwell. And I did. So I have a treat for you guys. Yeah, check it out.
the police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars have cameras on them. All right, I think we have a squad car here someplace. But those kind of applications using AI, we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video. And if there's a problem, AI will report the problem and report it to the appropriate person, whether it's the sheriff or the chief or whomever we need to take control of the situation. We have, same thing. We have drones. If there's something going on in a shopping center, and I'll stop. A drone goes out there, get there way faster than a police car. There's no reason for, by the way, high-speed chases. You shouldn't have high-speed chases between cars.
Sounds good, doesn't it? Again, it's a sale. And it's quite convincing. But you got to know a little bit about history and understand that when certain truths are out there, you don't ignore them. Because if you ignore them, you're subject to repeat them if they come back. I don't care how they classify it or wrap it up, put a little Christmas bow on it. Control means control. Intent means content, wanting to be like the Most High. That doesn't change. Satan doesn't change the stripes. However, he is a great manager, one to be admired and never to be underestimated. Admired in that he's serious. The Bible says how the last days will be. You don't have to use too much imagination as you compare the ideals of Satan. When you look at what's going on before you. Well, Pearson, could it be that mankind would actually try to pull off such a control? The world is too vast. Yeah, but it's small when you got this type of technology. And Trump is right there. I ran this video about a month ago. I want you to hear just a small part, and we're going to break this thing down.
Elon Musk, and he wants to create a dystopian surveillance state. Let's listen.
Everyone would see it. Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything going on.
His plan basically is to create.
Isn't that something? Because Daddy's taking care of everything. Here we go.
Let's see what Larry had to say about that. We completely redesigned body cameras. Our body cameras cost $70. Normal body camera costs, I don't know, $7,000. Our body cameras are simply lenses, two lenses attached to your vest, attached to the smartphone that you're wearing. And we actually take the video that the police officer is, by the way, and the camera's always on. You don't turn it on and off. And by the way, when you turn it on, you can't turn it on, you got to go to the bathroom. Oracle, I need 2 minutes to take a bathroom break, and we'll turn it off. The truth is, we don't really turn it off. What we do is, we record it so no one can see it, but no one can get into that recording without a court order.
Did you hear that? Do you need to hear that? I know you're in shock. Wow. So, September 25th, 2025. Wow. A framework was approved by executive order for Oracle and the U.S. investors to take a majority stake in TikTok's U.S. businesses. Yeah, compliments of Donald J. Trump. Stargate, January 21st, 2025. I read a video on that. You guys remember that? I told y'all, tech is hot. Tech is hot. I said it's hot. 9/25. That was the date. Larry Ellison. They're part of TikTok now, people. There's his birthday, August 17, 1944. August 17, 2024, anniversary of his birthday. 9/25, 2025 acquisition came. That's the difference, 1111. You guys know these ones, they've been kicking off ever since the Pope died on April 21st of 2025. The Pope died on 111th day of the year. And ever since I watched the video with Joe Aquaviva, my partner in crime, these ones are snake eyes to me. Right? All power, all knowing, all seeing. Snake. Is that coincidence? Everything came out to 111? And what about this? Here's a man of the hour. This is what I thought. This is the first thing I thought about, people, when I heard that TikTok and Oracle are together. Because I thought about what the man was saying. All this AI, all this technology on everybody, the police and the cameras, and people be on your best behavior. Why are we being forced to even, what is the mindset of people in AI and technology that they think we have to live in this kind of world? When God gave us simple freedoms, and if you do the laws the proper way, there'll be less crime. You can reduce crime, and we won't need all this AI. But now we got the George Orwell effect. So his birthday is 6/25. So I took 6/25, 2025, and subtracted it from the TikTok merger date, 9/25. You know, even though it was 2025, I can change that. And we just make the 6/25, we just make that the Orwell situation, right? That's all. We just make that Orwell. So what happens is that the difference between Orwell's birthday, Orwell is famous for 1984, right? Subtract that from 9/25, this merger, Ellison and TikTok, you come out to 274. That, my friend, is Sol Invictus, where the Emperor Aurelian got rid of all the religions and pushed through the sun god, Sol Invictus. Why would that number come out? Is that where we're going? You know, with this here between religion and this emperor, they had something that was ancient, like what the Egyptians had. This is power. Larry Ellison, he went to the White House January 21st, 2025. 9/25, this merger came, TikTok and Oracle. The difference is 84. Barack Obama was born August 4th. What else we got? January 20th, that's when Trump was inaugurated. 9/25, that's their merger. 249 days. Like we have 249th is our birthday. America's 249 years old. Wow, that merger, TikTok and Oracle, subtracted from Trump. You think America will be totally controlled by this technology? And here's Oracle. I remember when they first went into business, June 16th, 1977. Say June 16th, 1977. Subtracted from 9/25, the day that they made this merger. The difference is 48 years, 313. 48 is eclipse, like April 8th of last year, there was a big X came across the world. And what is 313? That's when Pope Francis became the Pope. Pope Francis became the Pope on 313 of 2013. So you see a lot of my videos the last few months. You see the combination of church and state. Church and state. Church and the political. There's a reason why these decodes come out like this, telling you that they're going to be paired up, just like the prediction in the Bible in the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation is coming true. 625, that's Orwell's birthday. He predicted 1984 versus 817. That's Ellison's date of birth. Yeah. Larry Ellison's date of birth, literally 1944. The difference is 444. Pearson, you mean to tell me that that guy, Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle, who just merged with Tictok, that is to oversee them like a few other companies, his birthday subtracted from George Orwell, 1984 guy, their birthdays are 44 weeks apart in 4 days, which makes you think about Obama, because 4 and 4 is 8. August 4th is Barack Obama's birthday. And what about that 312? Trump beat Kamala Harris. He had 312 votes in Electoral College. Y'all think that's coincidence? How about this? The original film, George Orwell, 1984. It came out September 1st, 1956. Notice the V in there, y'all. V84. Like iPad Go 2. Ain't that something? Look at that date. 9/1/2024 minus 9/25 or 2025 when they merged with TikTok. Difference is 555. Julius Caesar died at 55 years old, did he not? And what else I got here? It's part of this $500 billion private sector infrastructure, and it's called Stargate. I want you to listen to this, because this is spirit. To me, they're opening up portals and realms, people. It's more than just AI. Make citizens behave and make cops act right. I think it's deeper than that. Check it out. It's a video that I did 8 months ago. Let's look at it together.
Trump announces up to $500 billion in private sector infrastructure investments. Right? Did I read all that? It's coming. And it's called Stargate. Stargate. What is Stargate? That's a spiritual term. When you go into a gate, that's a portal, baby. That's a portal. That's spiritual. I'm theorizing. Is that the reason why we had that Pope knock on the door? Remember the video I did? You had that one religious leader in France took that staff and knocked on that wall. Was he opening up stargates? I'm just asking the legend. Are we in that realm? Why are these people coming forth? All these millionaires and billionaires. Why right now at this time? You got to ask yourself, what are you looking at? What are they building? What's the hurry? Well, maybe because the Bible calls America Mystery Babylon. Or we just call it Mystery Babylon. Baby, it's deep. Get a chance, read the articles. They're everywhere. Here's another one. Trump highlights partnership investing for AI. You think there's not a spirit in AI in the future? AI is Satan's children, the children that he really wants. Because we coded, like I taught in my last show, we're coded. We're always fighting their kingdom, but they're fighting us through AI. These children will not rebel. AI children will not rebel. Servant children will not rebel. Now let's go deep. Look what I found. Holy Spirit said, Pearson, you know there's a Stargate. Ever since I was a little boy, I listened to late night radio. Let me get some names for you right now. Holy Spirit, help me out.
Art Bell, back in the day, Coast to Coast. Remember that? Used to watch that back in the day. Let's see what else we got here.
Radio stations in the United
Stargate, 121, 2025. The difference is 9 months and 7 days. What's 9 and 7? The 97th day. 53. Stargate comes up to the 53rd letter of the alphabet, 222. I'm using their calendar, revealing what they're doing, allegedly. 222. That is February is 2 and 22. Come on, baby. Then look at this. This will really blow your mind. In modern day Egypt, Professor Daniel Jackson teams up with retired Army Colonel Jackson O'Neill to unlock the code of an interstellar gateway to an ancient Egypt-like world. Egyptian? Pearson, you've been warning us of that. Yes, it's deep. Stargate is Egyptian. They arrive on a planet ruled by the despot Ra. Pearson, you've been teaching us that. Yeah, I told you. Ra, who holds the key to the Earth traveler's safe return. He time travels now in order to escape from their intergalactic purgatory. Jackson and O'Neill must convince the planet's people that Ra must be overthrown. Oh my God. Pearson, what a deep decode. I told you, it's deep. And look at the pyramid. Stargate. Is this coincidence? I don't think so. There's your sun god Ra. I told you, he's the one that they're going to try to make us worship in the future. And they give us codes. So this.
And there's no such thing, there's no difference between that worship of sun god Ra versus sun god Sol Invictus. They're merging the Egyptian sun god with the Roman sun god. And they're pushing it because they know their time is short. They know it.
Imagine bringing your side project.
This is what they want to do, people. And they're hiding it. Yet it's in plain sight, right?
Today from all around. This is a glyph of Akhenaten and Nefertiti. You have to remember, from Abraham to Jesus went to Egypt, and Moses was taken out from underneath the burden of Egypt. See that? That's one of the basics of the Bible, to escape from the burdens of Pharaoh. And this feet, known as the fifth age, coming. See the feet right there? Now, how is this stuff done? The earth is created, and there's a veil between us and heaven, and things are actually going according to a plan. The good and the bad side are fighting. When you turn this over, you're actually going to see Donald Trump and Obama, both being controlled by one satanic individual puppet master. How is this done? God's in control. But you can see right there, the Satan character is controlling Obama with a mask representing the man of perdition, and they could have passed the mask. It's even in old movies.
What did he say? He said a mask, didn't he? He said a mask. Listen. He said a mask. Listen.
But you can see right there, the Satan character is controlling Obama with a mask representing the man of perdition, and they could have passed the mask. It's even in old movies and such as Loki's mask. See there?
So you saw, I will put this video in the description so you can look at it. I know it might be bizarre. I know it might be far-fetched to you. But like I've been telling y'all this year, suppose these people are not people. Suppose they just look like me and you with skin. Suppose they were made somewhere. If Satan wanted to be like the Most High, wouldn't he go to the top? Wouldn't he play Republican against Democrat as he goes toward the one world system? Would he not? How did this man figure this out? That he could take Nefertiti and Ra, spin that design over, and this looked like Obama and that looked like Trump. You think God not pouring out his spirit? There's your son right there, baby. You think they not talking? Look at that and look at this. It's the same, people. Come on, man. Use your head. What's really going on? You got that sun right there? There's the sun. It is. If you want to get some context, look at this here. I'm gonna show you. Pay attention. Here it is right here. It's the same exact son. Look, Joe Biden was at that meeting in Egypt in 2022. That's the same son with the hands. That's right there, people. We back in it. Jesus gotta come soon. Satan is taking things over by this AI. I don't see it any other way. God bless.